Keith Caldwell, and he's given us some information in reference to religion and faith and religion. And so, Mr. Caldwell, let's pick up where we left off before we had our second commercial break, dealing with religion and faith, or faith and religion, however you wish to pursue it, as a community organizer, and some of the issues that you have found to be of importance that our audience ought to know about today.
Yeah, I'd like to direct folks to some of the work done around affordable housing. You know, we're experiencing enormous gentrification here in the city, and it's displacing a lot of folks. There's a group called Open Table, and Open Table works with people who are homeless and people who are threatened to be homeless. We think about there are 200 people a day moving into Nashville, right at 60,000 people a year, one of the 5 top cities in America. But it's really a tale of 2 cities. So we see maybe Charlotte Avenue as the line of demarcation, and this affluence on the West End side, and then North Nashville, particularly with the 28th corridor being open, being just so rapidly gentrified that people are being displaced. And there was a rally this past week that folks are doing. Fort Negley, people were camping out because the mission is so filthy they don't want to go to military.
Is that why they are not there? Is the mission situation that bad?
A lot of the folks who are living at Fort Negley said because of the and the restrictive manner that it's run. So I mean, we appreciate the work that the mission is doing, but we want to make sure that folks have affordable housing. You know, and Nashville's Table, Open Table is doing some great work around that. I want to encourage folks to connect with them and to just participate in any way that they can to help support the work, the incredible work. So they're pushing for public policy. There's the Bill Barnes Fund that the mayor, Megan Barry, who I think she's a wonderful person, and she's also a politician. So we have to make sure that we're creating the political will for her to move, and creating the opening so she can move through, and because I think that she really would like to do the right things, but politically that there's no backlash that comes on her for doing the right thing. So we want to make sure we support that. I was thinking about Ban the Box that Democracy Nashville has been working on. It's brought Kenneth Kane and some others that, so Ban the Box is this on the application asking about a felony conviction, and with any governmental job, we want to delay that question to maybe the last interview. We're not saying to not disclose at some point, but if you check that I have a criminal record on most applications,
you know, interview after this,
thrown out the door.
I understand.
And some of these things are 20, 30 years old. People maybe did smoking marijuana or anything, and it continues to haunt them. So we want to say, okay, you've paid your debt to society, and we want to restore that. The restoration of voter rights to former felons. People like Representative Brenda Gilmore helped to get that passed about 6 years ago, and NAACP, other folks, to say if you have this one conviction and it doesn't fall within, there are 4 exclusions that can't be expunged, and then people can get opportunity to get another start. So I've also been working some with Black Lives Matter. And we think about Black Lives Matter, and so this idea, well, don't all lives matter? And of course they do. The best way I heard talked about Black Lives Matter, it says, if you live in a cul-de-sac and your house is on fire, and the fire truck comes, it's going to pass every house on that cul-de-sac and go to the one that's burning to the ground, to the one that is in most need of attention. So the person next door could say, well, why didn't you spray my house? Well, it would hurt your house to spray it if you don't have the fire. And so so it's not to the exclusion of other lives mattering, but it's addressing the 500-year brutal legacy of